Nvidia, you're full of shit. What's up, guys? Andrew here on my channel, GearedInc, where I get to share what I'm passionate about with you. And on my channel, that's PC tech, games, and gear. And holy crap, I'm making this video because we were supposed to be in our house by now. It got delayed another month, and I've got all this content like queued up once I get my studio reset up. But this is a video I wanted to make because it's something I kind of feel fairly strongly about. So first off, I want to be very clear. I don't necessarily have anything against miners per se, because there's a lot of overlap between gamers and miners, yada, yada, yada. And I'm kind of like a free market guy. So it's like, you know, if you have the money, you buy the product, and it's supply and demand. So I'm not in a twist necessarily about that, except if you're this guy who used a bot to buy like 100 3080s or whatever, made a huge mining rig, and then he made a miniature one for his car, specifically in his own words, to piss off gamers. Whoever you are, fuck you. As far as for the rest of us though, getting a GPU for gaming has been incredibly difficult. I was finally able to get a 3080 at MSRP like a month ago. It took forever, and I'm very, very lucky that I was actually able to get my hands on one. Most people aren't. And the reality is that Nvidia's solution to try to make it so miners won't buy the GPUs that we want for gaming is twofold. So first off, they're coming out with a basically line of mining specific cards. All these are essentially silicon that didn't make the cut for their, regular consumer grade Nvidia GPUs, and so they're reusing it to make a mining specific compute card with like no display out, so you can't use this thing for gaming in any sense of the word, and that's like their solution. Now here's the thing, that's not a solution, because the fact of the matter is that as long as Ethereum and Bitcoin continue to be profitable, which this time around it looks like it's going to last for quite some time, since there's major institutions and major money in the game, versus like what, 3 years ago, I don't think we're going to see a huge pullback in the value of cryptocurrency for a long time, if generally at all. This may be just kind of the new normal moving forward. But even if I'm completely wrong, as long as somebody can make money on these cards, they're going to continue to buy them. You adding GPUs Nvidia that are specific to miners doesn't solve the problem of cards. If I'm if I'm not like that D-bag who bought like 80 of those 3080s or 100 or whatever it was, like if I have that kind of money, all you doing creating more products for me to buy to mine with means I'll just buy more products to mine with. It doesn't mean I'm not going to buy the other cards. Like, just stupid is that Nvidia is specifically hamstringing the new 3060 that's going to be like the esports card. So this is like the general consumer card, or that's the way they're marketing it, even though MSRP it's going to be 330. We'll see, because MSRP's already gone up like $200 on all these cards. They're actually going to cut the mining performance in half with like basically firmware or software, so that way if you're running like a mining program in the back of your computer, you won't get you'll only get 50% of what you normally would be getting. First off, miners are probably going to find a way to get around it, so I think it's really dumb. Secondly, you are creating an artificial limiter on a product that you're selling, which is always a big no-no. There's no guarantee that whatever software that they're going to be using to do this isn't going to have an adverse effect on some games that may misinterpret whatever the firmware or software is doing, maybe limiting your gaming performance as well. I hate when companies do something like this, because they're essentially taking control out of the consumer's hand, and hey, we're buying the product. Once it gets in my hand, I can do whatever the hell I want with it. Anyway, thanks for letting me rant, but the whole point is that Jensen and Nvidia and those guys, they're a corporation, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But them like spinning this as a PR, like, hey, we're for the gamer and we're trying to make sure you guys have GPUs to buy so you can game. That's not it at all. Like, if I was Jensen, I'm like, hey, I can make a secondary product out of stuff I couldn't sell anyway, and I'm gonna like sell out of it within seconds. Why wouldn't you do that? So don't for a second think that Nvidia gives a crap about us average gamers. They just don't. They're a corporation. What they care about is money. Anyway, guys, this was a quick rant video. I really enjoyed making it. Thanks for staying through the whole thing. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. If you thought it was trash, leave me a thumbs down. Remember to get subscribed and hit that bell icon so you know when these videos drop next. There is a ton of content that will be coming out of my channel as soon as we can get in our freaking house. I'm so sick of waiting, but it's coming down the line, and as soon as we get into it, I'll be very happy. But as always, I'm going to make these videos whether you watch them or not, but I hope you do, and I hope to see every single one of you next time here on GearedInc.